Hi, everybody. My name is Nicole Ross. My preferred pronouns are she and her. My current field placement is with a community behavioral health agency. And so the agency offers outpatient, individual, group, and family therapy, and also they offer psychiatric services and med management and things like that. So my current role at the agency is to provide, right now we're doing telehealth sessions, individual, group, and family telehealth sessions. And I have currently about a caseload of 20. And as far as my work, my actual employment, I work for Bucks County Department of Behavioral Health. I'm a behavioral health specialist in the managed care unit. And in my role at work, I work more on a macro level, overseeing our our behavioral health managed care organization, which is Magellan. And then also utilizing reinvestment funds to create new programs and services for consumers where there may be gaps in services in our community. What I hope to get out of this course. I was really excited about this course and chose to take this course. I have always really felt strongly about, so there's two different things here. I mean, there's not two, I guess, but I've always really felt strongly about the need for just more open, honest discussion about grief and loss, and also about death. And the fact that death can also, is a natural part of life. And while sad and difficult for loved ones left behind, it can also almost be a beautiful experience, especially if the person who is dying is allowed to, go through their own experience of the process, to prepare for for their death, to die in the manner in which they would like, whether that's at home and, just having things exactly the way they would like to have them. And then also preparing for death, because it's going to happen. And I've seen just family members, friends who have struggled with situations where their loved one died and that person did not have a will or a living will. And then there was just a lot of challenges for the people still living to kind of deal with that death, not only the loss and grief of losing somebody that they love, but then also having to deal with all of the things that come with a death of a loved one. And planning for a funeral or a memorial service, paying for those things. What did the individual really want? Would they want this type of, service or memorial? And then also, what to do with that person's personal items. So for me, I was really excited about this course just to learn more about the whole death and dying process, to learn more about grief and loss, not just with death of a loved one, but even, as we know, there's all kinds of loss. A type of loss that's become more apparent to me recently is, not recently, but over the past couple of years, is something called ambiguous loss. And that's when you're basically mourning someone who's still living, whether that's, due to the fact that they have left your life and you have no contact with them, but they're still living. It could be due to, struggling with a mental health challenge, struggling with a substance use disorder. And so that's, just kind of another type of loss that I have been interested in learning more about, and just how best to support individuals I'm working with through all types of grief and loss. I think that this is relevant to my future because I have a strong desire to pursue gearing, my work towards individuals who have experienced trauma, grief, and loss. And also I would like to focus on supporting individuals who have been diagnosed with a terminal illness, who are in the process of dying, supporting family members before that individual dies. What are the steps that need to be taken prior to supporting them through the grief process that happens when your loved one is going to die, but it hasn't happened yet. And so then you're watching the decline of your parent or your spouse. So this is just a topic that's really interesting to me, and just one that I want to learn more about, and also just learn as much as I can about the best way to support individuals that I'll be working with in the future. So I know this was really long-winded, but I apologize, and I look forward to getting to know all of you. Have a good night.